right, people. We are here talking about our folks. We are we are very good people in entertainment. We are damn good entertainers. We are very good actors. We are sportsmen. We do everything, and it's and we speak about this for decades and stuff. How if they let us in, like James Brown said, open the door, and let me in. And once they do that, we just get in there and just take over, no matter what the people with their money or the white folks and stuff think about it and stuff. We just get in there and just take over. They cannot stop us. We are, man.
We're
I have
forced to be reckoned with, bro.
we are forced to be reckoned with, my brother. We are forced to be reckoned with and everything. We're sitting here talking about actors and stuff and everything who are on different shows and everything and how they have quietly and everything doing doing roles and stuff on major shows and everything, and they we don't hear about them because we don't support them and everything. They don't make themselves known. They're not on social media and everything out there, and on TikTok or whatever they call them, and Twitter and X and all the other old folks and everything. They just
Well,
out there doing their work.
I'm gonna say this, and this is sort of kind of outlandish. You know, Viola, is her last name Davis, the black lady who's very, she has a lot of variety in playing parts and what have you. The lady only worth $25 million, bro.
They what?
She only worth $25 million. Uh, Henson Taraji, 25 million.
That's
Uh,
all?
yeah, and hell, one
Oh,
of
you
our
talking
biggest
you talking about
actresses.
now? You talking about the first one you said it is Viola Davis, right?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. She's only worth how much?
25. And
Ted. They got white lady actresses and stuff man make that in one season.
thank you, thank you. That's what I'm saying. Um, what's her name? One of our greatest actresses. She only worth 60. I can't think of her name right offhand, but she was played in the Black Panther. She played Michael Jackson's mother. Um, what is her name? I can't think of her name right offhand, but she's only worth 60. These actors and actresses, these directors and producers, executive producers, do not pay, I would say, 70, 80% of black people. The only people that really made money so far making movies and TV that I know of is Will Smith, Denzel Washington, um,
Denzel, Samuel L. Jackson.
Samuel Jackson, and I can't think of any actresses that have really, they kicked out Holly Berry. They sort of kind of blackballed her. Um, so black actresses are not getting their due. And, every once in a while, if you go on YouTube and they'll tell you, you can see, they do a whole line of what, how many shows these people have done, how much money they worth, what they made for each movie.
Hmm.
And there's so many white women that I have no idea what their names are. I ain't even heard of them. and they worth 50 and 16 hundred million dollars.
or more.
Yeah. So I have no idea. This is the game they play with the black actors and actresses. And
Well,
that's in corporate world too.
yeah. Well, it's interesting also that if they do something bad or make one mistake, they usually blackball them,
Mm,
or if they exercise their opinions and stuff on how they're being used and stuff on shows,
hmm
they blackball them.
hmm
The industry and stuff put the word out and everything, and they get blackballed.
Yep.
Um, I was Man, I look at a lot of shows and stuff now at nighttime when I'm trying to relax and get ready to go to sleep. And I just finished seeing a YouTube video and stuff where they spoke about actors and black actors and stuff and everything who were very, very strong, but they took them away and blackballed them.
Yep.
And one of them that you had mentioned and stuff and everything is Will Smith. You
Yep.
notice that ever since he got on that stage and everything, he hit my boy and stuff in the face and everything. He hasn't done anything. They have successfully taken him away because of what the heck he did and stuff there. Get walked on that stage and slapped a comedian. And even though he's a black person and stuff and everything, I guess the Academy Awards and stuff say, hey, we can't have this mess going on. He can't do no stuff like this. And they just successfully just took him completely out. Matter of fact, they had planned, he was getting ready to start to do another movie and stuff and everything where they were asking him to gain weight again and put on muscle and all that and everything to do the daggone show, which Will Smith usually do. Anytime he got ready for a show, he always got himself into character, physically and mentally did. And he was getting ready to get this show going. I'm trying to think of the name of the show right now, but they canceled the damn show right after he did that. They quietly canceled the show, the movie, and he has not played on anything since then. They they have blackballed him, and they had a whole list of actors and stuff and everything and you mentioned also Halle Berry and stuff. What happened with her and everything that they successfully just took her right out and didn't let her do it. And really Uh, she was taking off the Catwoman and all that. They wanted her to play the Catwoman for James Bond and all that, and whoop, she's gone. They mentioned Taraji P. Henson. They mentioned um, the girls and stuff on that show where they had the living singles and everything. How they all four of those ladies and stuff on that show and everything. They just gave them a hard time and just
Well, Queen Latifah,
blackballing. Yeah.
she's done all right.
Well, she fought them, successfully fought them, but the other ones and stuff, they didn't successfully fight them. They some of them came back and did some things and stuff. Queen Latifah has done very well and stuff after that, but she successfully fought them. They were talking about how the show and everything that they did in Living Singles and stuff really actually was only supposed to be one season, and they did not. It was a total mess and stuff what they did with those actors and stuff, and um, the uh, the actor and stuff. Man, people, you have to understand that we're getting older and stuff and everything, and remembering names and all that other stuff and everything. You get so
You talking about Carson?
who?
Carson. They fired him off the show.
Not TC. Uh,
TC, they fired him.
well, in a way, they fired him and stuff, and he well, I shouldn't say in a way. You're right. In essence, they did that. They fired him off the show because he was expressing his strength and his power and everything. Erica Alexander and stuff and everything, the one who played the lawyer and stuff and everything, who lived in next brownstone. They tried.
And you know, the thing is with her, they have yet to come up with something. She should have had her own series. She's a great actress, man. She's a
she
good
they
actress.
she Ted she got on there and they told everything. They said they fought to keep her on the daggone show. They fought like hell to keep on the show. They were every season that they went by, they tried to write her out of the show, but the show writer and stuff and everything, a black lady, she successfully got them to keep Erica Alexander, and it had gotten so bad that the people and stuff who were the owners of the show and everything, they had said to told the show writer that, hey, you got to get her out of there. We don't want her there. And she said, well, if you write her out of there and get her out of there, I'm going to. And that was the only reason why Erica Alexander and stuff got a chance to stay on the show. The show writer and stuff stood up for her and said, hey, I'm not, if she go, I go. And she knew that she had a lot of power and everything on the show because she helped to create the daggone show. So they could
Well, you
not.
know, these so-called liberal, progressive people who call themselves not prejudiced or racist, but they're bigots. And there are not too many of our shows that had a successful ending. You know, they just cut them off, and you wonder what happened to that show. It's gone.
Mhm,
Or you know it. You know, you look up, it's gone.
mhm. And a lot of times they don't even tell the cast that they're not going to renew the show.
Yeah.
They don't even tell them, and they wait until after the season's over and everything, and everybody's getting ready for the next season to come on, and then all of a sudden they'll call their managers up and everything, and they tell these folks that they've been canceled, or they'll find out on these magazines and stuff and everything. In the magazine, they have down, "Oh, this show was canceled," and they didn't even
Well,
know it.
here's the thing. I think they feel very comfortable by mistreating any black person. They tried to downgrade Denzel a few times. They tried to downgrade. Now they did downgrade Wesley Snipes, but you know Wesley Snipes was always doing something, whatever. But the bottom line is that you know actresses, musicians, singers. I mean, even in the sports world and the business world, and you know, I don't know. I mean, it's not like it don't happen to white folk. Some of them get it too, but majority of them they allow them to close their shows out properly and let them know this is the last season, and they give them a goodbye. They last 5 years, 10 years, or whatever. But the thing is that I don't know. Maybe they look at the bottom line. I don't know. I haven't really looked into living single money and how much money they made off of that show. And I don't know. I don't think because they were the first ones that really came out. You know, they was there before, if I'm not mistaken, Friends, or they was there before those old ladies. I forget the name of the show.
Well,
So
they spoke about the fact and stuff, Ted, that their budget that they had was very short and everything. People were struggling to get paid and stuff. Queen Latifah was struggling to get paid. They fought like hell to bring Queen Latifah's mama on the show. That's her real life mother that was on that show. It was her mother. And also, girlfriend and stuff, her mom came on the show and everything and stuff with her. Those were their real life moms, and they helped them to get money and stuff there. But they talked about the fact that after their second season and everything, that they wanted to have this white show. I think they call it My Friends or something like that, and they took them and put them opposite of In Living Singles. They gave them a budget, they gave them marketing, and they said every last one of those people and stuff, white folks who were on this show, got more money than the people on Living Single. They gave them more money. All of them, even the secondary actors and stuff and everything on this show, the supporting people and stuff on that show, they made more money on that show than they did on Living Single. And I guess TC and them found out about it and everything, and they created a big uproar. And because TC Carson was so vocal about this whole thing, they that's why they got rid of him. They said, you
Yeah.
got to go, brother."
Well, TC had been around a long, long time.
A
He
long
was
time.
around in the late 70s.
Right. And he's still out there working. They said he's doing voiceovers and stuff and everything. He has a nightclub, I guess, here in Atlanta, somewhere they said that he sings at and everything or whatever. And he he's holding his own and stuff out there. But he could have been up there in that upper echelon in them hundreds of millions of dollars and stuff and salaries and stuff and everything. But he never could get there. And all, Ted, every last one of them were damn good actors, damn good actors, and they spoke about how they all became friends and stuff and everything, and they held together and stuff because of that. And if it wasn't for them on the show becoming friends and staying very very tight, they could. They said that Erica probably would have been gone, and TC would have been gone a long time before they really actually fired him. Uh,
Well,
they
her
were,
background is weird, bro.
yeah, yeah, and
Woo, she got a weird background.
yeah, uh,
She was raised crazy.
man, and it was a successful show, man. It was, I mean, it was damn good. They did a hell of a job and stuff on that show, and I really enjoyed it. Matter of fact, I used to watch them. That was one of the shows I used to watch all the time. In the Living Singles, I used to wait till it comes on, and whew, man, I really enjoyed it. But most of them out there now, they're doing their thing. They're out there. Uh, the the comedian and stuff and everything who lived with T.C. Carson and stuff, he got into an automobile accident,
Yeah,
and he damn near lost his life.
yeah,
Yeah, and they said they had to do facial reconstruction on him and everything.
yeah.
So man, that was interesting and stuff with what they got, but these people out there who doing these shows, man, and to find out and stuff how these actors and actresses, especially the actresses and stuff, and everything get treated out there in the industry. But a lot of them are very very powerful women and stuff, and they keep coming, and then they can't stop them. So that's the way we are, people. We are that way. Man, this is we could do maybe 4 or 5 shows and stuff on what's going on with these black actors and actresses and stuff out there, and how now that some of them and stuff now they're out on the big screen anymore, and they aren't on no number 1 shows or whatever and everything, but they out there acting and stuff on that. I guess you would call it the B series or the chicken circuit or whatever. They a lot of them out there still making money and stuff and keeping
Well,
themselves
the
going.
one that I really admire, but I don't know exactly where she's going from now. But when what's the name of that? She did. Oh wow, I can't even think of the show now because I watched all of those series of. episodes came on HBO. And wow, what was the name of that show? She was like a awkward, tall black lady who was had a relationship with this guy, and they kept breaking off and coming back and breaking off. And she was very entrepreneurial. Even though she had a regular job, she was looking to do better things. And that show, man, I really loved that show, and I loved her character. I
Hmm.
just can't think of her name right now. But man, I can't even think of the name of the show. But that show, man, and every once in a while I might, well, not lately in the last 3 4 years, but she did a great job on that show, but she hasn't done anything since. She hasn't done anything since, and she got a big contract with HBO.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
talking about anything worth significance. She has her own production company and everything, and I'm sure that she's probably done some things behind the scenes, on other shows. But as far as she goes, she for so often she had been on and off with relationships, and then she finally got married a couple of years ago. So she's been sort of out of the mix. But that was a good show,
Hmm.
and it had a lot of pretty good actors on there, actresses.
Well, one other actor that I had to mention about that I was very, very sad about, and that was Isaiah Washington, who played on Grey's Anatomy. He was a doctor on Grey's Anatomy, and he had said something about one of the actors and stuff being queer, and he had just opened his mouth and mentioned something about that, and they threw him off the show. They kicked
And he
him
was a
right off
major
of Grey.
character.
He was a major character, and they took him off the show. They made girlfriend write him off, get him out of there. We don't want him there on this show here. And he has never recovered and stuff since then.
No, he hasn't.
He played bit parts and stuff and everything on a lot of movies or whatever, but
And
he
he's a
has
pretty good actor.
he was a damn good actor. A damn good actor. And man, I just we just can't, be forgiven for doing stuff and everything where other folks and stuff, and it's just, and then it shows you how powerful these folks and stuff out there are. That and because he came back and tried to apologize and stuff for it and everything, and get them, they no, you got to go, bro. You got to get the hell off of here and be gone. And they could have actually, with some marketing and some other people that they could have gave him and stuff and everything to help clean up his character or whatever out there with the people and stuff, for folks that they want to do that with, the industry and stuff will give them people to go out there and who will correct their character and correct the image and stuff out there with the public. And they have professionals who do that. They have to pay them to do it, but they can get it done. And they could have did it with him, but for some reason or another, they didn't want to do it. It was horrible to see that man get thrown out of Grey's Anatomy. And I know, Ted, that he had to be making a lot of money and stuff on that show, a lot of money because, like you said, he was one of the main characters, and it was on a major TV show that shit. I think Grey's
He was
Anatomy is
in,
still.
he had love scenes with that little Asian girl. They were really hooked up together.
Uh, well, man, that was horrible. My boy, I was hurt to see that happen to him. It was just
I
horrible.
never really got into that show, to be honest with you. I never got into that show, but I did watch a couple of, episodes, but I never really got into it, and I know they had a lot of different changes. They had the older black doctor become the chief, and then they had later on they had the little short black girl became the chief, and they had all kinds of things, but it really was about the white doctor, and they had a lot of people in and out on that show.
Hmm.
But it was okay. I mean, I couldn't get into it as much. The
Well,
shows that I like is, to be quite honest with you, I like business movies. You know,
business movie.
yeah, I like people that's in charge of corporations, and you have all of this competitiveness, and people are competing, and people are doing business, and you know, the law move, and the lawyers are involved, and it's all of that that's involved that keeps my interest. You know, some of these now. You ever heard of Family Business? That comes
Yeah.
on BET.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
they,
With but the man was a crook though.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I didn't, I watched a couple of few episodes of that, probably maybe even the first year of it, and it's been going on for 4 or 5 years, and I've been trying to watch it, but it was too violent, man. And then crooks dealing in drugs, dealing in this, dealing in that. They had a legitimate business, but at the same time, they had these underlings, and it looks like they did a spinoff
They
for New
did.
Orleans.
Right, they did. And that was they only did I think one season and stuff with that spinoff. They only did
But
one season with them. Yeah.
but the sad part about it, is that it has such potential. Although they were just car dealers, dealing and selling, high end cars. But the point is that we need legitimate stories about our black businesses, you know, and because the one thing for sure, we as a people will purchase their products, but a small percentage will purchase our products. That's just the way it is. And we've talked about this a number of times. You know, can you give me 10 black famous restaurants? You can't.
I don't know. But you know that Family of Business is in its seventh season
Yeah,
on BET. And
yeah,
they premiered the seventh season is on in next month.
yeah.
They start season 7 here. And I'm looking at this thing here about the spinoff and everything that they've got and everything, and I haven't saw a whole lot about it.
Well,
Um,
my wife, she watches it religiously.
oh yeah,
But
Carl Weber is a very good producer, man. He puts on some shows, man. He not only does this, man, but he got about oh man, he got at
he got
least
some
four.
fantastic movies out too,
Yeah, he
man.
got some bad movies out. Carl Weber does, yeah. And I have never heard of him until I saw him doing the Family Business, and I never heard of him. But after that, I started uh, uh, searching out his stuff and everything and seeing what he was doing. And man, he does a whole lot of stuff. Now you know his son plays on the Family Business, right?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, his son. You know the little boy, the one that's supposed to be real smart and everything, who was their uh,
You know, light skinned boy
uh yeah,
with the curly
yep,
hair?
right, the grandson, yeah, 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 that's Carl Weber's son.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't know it either until I started looking at the credits and everything, and I saw that he was Carl Weber's son because he had the
And
later
he
his
play he plays a nice little part.
right. He plays the grandson, and man, he plays a damn good part and stuff. And he's not an excellent actor and stuff and everything, but being a child actor and stuff and everything, he does. Um, He has his moments and stuff of greatness and stuff there on the show. But
You know his
I would.
mother's supposed to be white on the show.
You sure?
That's what they say.
I did not know that. I didn't know his wife was white.
No, I'm
I,
saying his mother on the show for the little boy, his mother's white.
no, she's Hispanic.
And she said Hispanic,
Yeah, she's
but
Hispanic.
she was
Yeah.
a prostitute.
Well,
I thought she was a foreigner.
no, she's not. Well, you can. There's a slight distinction and stuff there because she married when what's boy the brother man's name who was in jail, his son who was in jail.
Right.
Yeah,
I know you're
that
talking
was
about.
his. He he wasn't in jail and stuff then, and for some reason or another she got caught and stuff out in the desert or someplace and everything because her brother and her family and stuff was in deep into drugs, and they were trying to kill them. Some group and stuff, some other gangster or Mexican gang were trying to kill him, and she got away and stuff, and he saved her. And he was out in the supposedly, according to the storyline, that they were out in the desert for a while and everything, and he impregnated her with the boy. Well, after he had gotten put in jail and everything, the family found out that he had a son, and then the old man and stuff went and found the boy and stuff and brought him and put him in his family. And his mother and stuff at that time and everything, she was in bad shape and everything. She was not prepared to do anything. She was on drugs or whatever, and so they took her and took him. And then she turned around and married a drug kingpin and stuff and everything out there in California, and they murdered him. Man, you're right. The storyline and stuff on Family Business, man, it is something else. But you're right. They took drugs and stuff and everything and turned it into family business and stuff that made them billions of dollars and everything. So, but they also had car industry and stuff and had legal business and oh man, Carl Weber did a pretty good job and stuff on that. I did not imagine after season 4 that they would be into season 7 and stuff now. Because I started watching them after the 5th season. I didn't watch them anymore because I couldn't wait to see them. So they had season 6 and season 7, and then some of them and stuff even went over and tried to help to do that to offshore and stuff, family business in New Orleans. Man, people, this is us. This is us. We got a lot of stuff going out there. We are making billions of dollars and stuff for the media industry, billions of dollars and stuff, billions of dollars. Because
One of
we
these
are,
days, I'm gonna pull my article I wrote about the first trillionaire that I wrote about 10 years ago.
who would you pick?
I don't remember. I got to look at the article. But at that time, we were discussing,
I
and
we were really high on Bezos.
it was
I
Hal
thought
Below,
we were high on Bezos, very high because he was,
but we were discussing Elon Musk as well,
you know, well, he was,
because both of them was into AI.
well,
They've been in AI for the last 12, 15 years.
when we started speaking about Elon, he was struggling and stuff with Tesla. They were struggling to get that car company and stuff up and going. And he almost lost that car company. He almost lost it, but for about, I think about 4 or 5 months and stuff, he spent every hour, waking hour at that plant trying to get these cars and stuff built and everything. And he was successful in getting it done. And most people had written him off. And he had dropped way down as far as wealth and everything, way below Bezos and all the rest of them. Because I always thought that Bezos was going to be the one who was going to do it, but I guess he,
You know,
um,
the one thing that I'll
you know,
never forgive him for is
Bezos down, yeah,
how he
Bezos,
messed up Twitter.
who was that? Eli?
Yeah, Twitter was
He,
my channel, bro. You know, they had regulations. They didn't allow a
right.
whole lot of BS. Anybody that was overly racist, whether they were, no matter what ethnic group they were, they got kicked off. Um, there were a number of different good political conversations. A lot of people were on there that were very highly intelligent and smart. A lot of people, business people, all kinds of things. You know, every uh, government agency was on Twitter. Every corporation was on Twitter. I mean, it was so informative, bro.
Well, that was the reason why he had bought them because he wanted to keep the image and stuff out there. He bought them because of that, and he paid a hell of a lot more money than what they thought that company was worth.
Well, it
But
wasn't number $5 billion.
man, he spent $40 billion for them
Yeah, you're
for
right.
Twitter.
I forgot.
Yeah, he spent $40 billion for them because they said they
But
would.
he didn't even have the money.
Yeah, he borrowed the money to buy them. All that money, he got in debt and stuff to buy them. But he came out of that and everything. He's been successful and stuff, man, and doing a whole lot of things and stuff and everything.
Well, the door is
And
open to him, wide open, man. He can go to Europe, get money. He can go to South Africa, get money. And of course, here he got a bunch of billions of dollars from the United
well,
States.
well, if you look at his wealth and everything, he's so far ahead of. Matter of fact, they're saying that he is more wealthier than the top 4 or 5 people below him. He has more money than them. And Bezos is down to number 5 at what I think 200 or 300 billion dollars or something like that. So it's I don't think anybody could go and catch up with him, Ted. I don't think anybody can catch up with him. He is just he took off, man.
Well, you know,
Unless something real bad happened, I don't see anybody catching up
this
with him. He,
man, he knows for whatever reason, and I'm not saying that he's actually selling to the American people. He has a way of convincing the money people his vision and his dream. You know, he's
when
been talking about Mars for years, the moon for years. And now what he wants to do, he wants to take all the data centers, or at least he wants to build data centers in another planet or up in space, some kind of way where, and these are all pipe dreams. And the same thing when it comes to his SpaceX. Now they say that he's pretty much then set aside Tesla, but he still got that going. But his main thing is robots.
robotics, yep. and
So,
and he's probably going to make a hell of a lot of money off of SpaceX.
well, that's where his money.
He's
That's
the
how he bumped
yeah
up.
yeah he's the only company and stuff in the private industry and stuff who can take satellites up and deploy them out there in space. And
Well,
Blue Origin and stuff. I guess they tried to I think what last month or whatever they tried to send up about 100 satellites and everything, and the damn spaceship blew up.
yeah.
He done, man. Bezos done. That company he got, Blue Origin is done. And they can just wipe them off their map. He's done. He's not gonna make anything.
Well, Elon Musk has, you know, his last adventure blew up too, didn't
Yeah, but he was successful and stuff in getting those people and stuff off of the space station. They had those astronauts on the space station, and they had to get him to go send his SpaceX people up there to get those astronauts off of there because they had been up there in the space station for almost a year, and he was successful in getting them back and stuff off of there. So he's had some successes and very few failures. Whereas Blue Origin and stuff, they have not been able to get their shit off the ground at all, other than that one trip that they took and everything, and they loaded up a
Well,
whole ship.
he's
Yeah.
selling smoke and mirrors with this SpaceX, and right now it's gotten up to almost $200 a share. And
I thought it
they
was
plan
388 this year.
it might be now. I don't know.
Yeah, I thought they
I've been
said
keeping it.
388
I
this year.
haven't been keeping up with it hour by hour, but the bottom line is that here's the thing, and this is my own personal feeling, I don't begrudge people for making money, and if you're in the end, you can really make some money, and especially if you buy a lot of shares, you're taking a shot. So if you got millions and millions of dollars and you buy 50 million shares or 100 million shares or 30 million shares, and that stock goes up to $600, then you can get your money back
Mm-hmm.
and some, and still have more shares left. This right here, the IPO, is not what it used to be. What it is now is all hype. Everything is all hype. It's not producing anything. Now, this dream of his of putting data centers up there, they don't know if it's going to work or not. This drive of doing robotics, don't nobody know if it's going to work or not, and
Mm-hmm.
who's going to use it. Now they claim this is what they claim. Now they put out some fake robots out there, 5'8", 125-pound robots.
Mm-hmm.
Now the point is that what are their use going to be? How what are they going to do? What are they going to be programmed as? What kind of all of that, and this is all about advancement. I understand that, but the thing is that they're out of control, bro. Because number one, you got to have regulations. You got to have certain things in place where things won't get out of hand. Because we don't know, these things can be walking around and you don't know what they programmed to do. And then they can say, "Oh, it was an accident. One of the robots hit somebody upside the head and killed them." Just like you got these, just like you got these self-driving cars driving in the ditch and driving in the river and all that kind of stuff. So,
Well, in a way, Ted, these people and stuff who are producing these items, these all of these things that they're talking about, the robotics and the self-driving car and all that, the people who are doing that in AI, they don't want any regulations. They don't want the government to start regulating them. They don't want it. They want to be able to do what they want to do, and any regulations and stuff comes from the company themselves because Congress has tried to put together some regulations and stuff for AI and all of that, but they just can't do it. The money is out there and they are stopping them. And but you would think that a company or corporation would want to have the federal government or some other government over there in Europe or whatever to put some regulations and stuff out there and everything so they can blame them and stuff if something goes wrong. But they've already had an accident in California up in San Francisco with one of those driverless cars, and they they don't know they don't know who to sue.
well, I mean, I'm all for innovation and all that, but sometimes, this is hype.
It
You
could. It's
know,
probably it is. I can agree
a
with
lot
that.
of it
Yeah.
is hype, and a lot of people is hyping it up to make money, so people can put their money into this thing.
Correct.
And if and it's going to be a lot of people that's going to make a lot of money off of this.
Absolutely. And there has to be some trust in there, and people trust Elon Musk to make money because he's been a proven winner to make money. And the man is almost he's a trillionaire or close to it, almost or over that or whatever on paper, and people trust him. You say Elon Musk, and everybody's opening up their hands and giving him their money. Here you go, Elon. Do what you want to do with it, and that's what's going on. And nobody else and stuff has that power out there that he does. He has a name out there, and not only in the United States, he has it all over the world.
All over the world.
Elon said it's fine, and this Starlink thing that he's got out there and everything, Ted, he's making big money off of
But I'm
that.
going to say this about him: he's a white racist nationalist.
He probably is. His daddy was.
And now, what his relationship with black folks, I don't think it's good.
I,
And although if you smart and you are in that genius status, he will use you.
he will use you. That's now we're just getting ready to say that. He don't care what color you are, as long as you can make him some money.
But the question is that when it comes to um, the way things supposed to be done in America, it shouldn't be. People shouldn't be treating people in the workplace certain kind of ways, and shouldn't be tolerated. And he's allowed all kinds of disrespectful people to be disrespectful. Discriminatory. I mean, there's been plenty of lawsuits against him. He's even fired the different people as far as going after him, especially in the aviation part of it. They had some lawsuits against him. So he is doing things that are pretty, underhanded, and because he needs some leeway to be able to do the things he got to do. But the thing is, you gotta keep people. Some people you gotta keep in check, bro. And they right now, he's living on the high right now. He's living on the high, and everybody's sort of kind of, yeah, he was successful with Tesla. He was really a big component of AI, and he decided that he wanted to nix that and not go as strong because he know that eventually that AI can be programmed to really be very powerful within itself.
It's
So
already
he's just,
powerful.
yeah, it could be more powerful. And a lot of us, and when I say us, I'm talking including myself because I'm not that high tech, but I mean, just reading articles and understanding this and that, to my knowledge and my understanding, is that people power will be gone. There will be no people power. People power will be gone. We have no people power because anytime that you can take people and use money to persuade them to vote for someone they know is not good for this country, we have no people power, bro. It's the money. And, we always say, dang, man, I always receive these emails from Democrats. They're always money, 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 money. Well, that's what it takes because these people have to be persuaded through advertising, promotions, whatever, and what they do on the other side, the Republican side, with Elon Musk help and people like that, is unheard of. And this is the reason why they have the House, they have the Senate, and they have the White House because of money. So now, not only do they have money, they got power. And they can do whatever the hell they want to do. You got Donald Trump getting ready to have a damn MMA fight at the White House. You got him putting his name and picture and likeness all over the country. This
But
is how stupid people are. This,
they are slowly breaking him down. Slowly breaking him down.
well,
They
you
done
might be
took
right
his
on that, but
they done took his name off the Kennedy Center.
yes.
They snatched it off the Kennedy Center. His family wants to buy that island over there in Albania, and they probably will never get that island. The people over there have rose up. They've even ran the prime minister out of the country and stuff and everything because they don't want that island and stuff to have his name on it. And people are understanding and stuff, Ted, around the world that this man is absolutely out of his head and he is crazy. There's something wrong with him.
What did you hear about? He got a deal that he's gonna sign tomorrow.
Yep. He has no choice. He has no choice. He has to sign it. It's not a deal, but it's a memorandum of understanding. It's not a deal yet, but
Now
it's a
is that a
memorandum.
60-day deal still?
Well, it is it is a surrender and stuff by Donald Trump to Iran, and he has been forced into making this deal. He has no other choice than to make this daggone deal. He doesn't want to do it, but he has no other choice. The world is lining up against him. All the people in the European Union, Canada, and we already know that China and Russia is behind Iran. They all lining up against him. You know them people, they done gave Iran over $25 billion already.
Mm,
They've got $3 billion from the United States,
mm.
and they're gonna get more, up to 300 or some $1 billion they're gonna be giving them Iran to stop this damn war, stop that they're going straight to Hormuz blockage. I know you heard about the aircraft carrier that they had sent back, don't you?
No.
United States. That aircraft carrier that they sent back that they caught fire. CNN got
Oh yeah,
pictures.
I heard about that.
Yeah,
That's been
they
a
got
while.
pictures. Yeah, they got pictures of that stuff. They said that shit is messed up. All the sailors and stuff. They said, oh, they got 3,500 sailors and stuff on that daggone ship. Some of them talking about they gonna get out of the military. They can't. They said they can't deal with it. They're gonna have so many people on there that's all screwed up. The whole fucking ship all screwed up. Every last one of them sailors is messed up psychologically. And I told you before that the rest of the aircraft carriers out there sitting out there in the ocean, they all screwed up too. Man, they showed them damn toilets and stuff, man, running over shit all over the damn place. You people can't even go to the bathroom on a goddamn carrier. They sleeping on the fucking deck. 600 of them. And they hide it. And the same thing is probably going on in the rest of that stuff. That's probably, they can't, the
Yeah, we're
morale
not
out
we're
there.
not we're not getting any information here. We're not
They're not. They're not
getting.
giving anybody anything. You can imagine the morale out there on the ocean. Them people sitting out there on the Indian Ocean with nothing to fucking do
You
but
got
sit
a
there.
a Secretary of War who is full of it, absolutely full of it. And if you ever talk to any of these retired military people, they are embarrassed, man. The stuff that he's done to that military in this short a time.
And they are hiding so much stuff that people aren't believing them anymore. Every country in the world have visited Iran and threw their hand out. What can we do to get you to stop this blockade? Because they can't talk to the United States. They're over there with them. They done gave them everything they wanted. UAB, United Arab Emirates, and gave them what they want. Saudi Arabia and call them up. Hey, whatever you want, we can give it. We got to open this straight up. They're paying them money to stop bombing their shit.
But Ed, 6 months from now, I'm not wishing this on anybody, but like I said, this is a religious war. 6 months or less, next thing you know, you're going to be hearing missiles going over in Israel. This is a religious war, bro.
Well, I don't know completely about that, but I do know that our military never going to get out of this shit. We're not going to be able to number one power in this daggone world anymore. We done lost our. We've been tarnished. That man at that White House and tarnished this place and tarnished that.
Well, number one, he didn't realize what he was getting himself into, and he thought that maybe he possibly could bomb them out, but that right there is not a possibility unless he started killing these uh, bystanders. So, now, he would have to use a nuke, and if he used a nuke, he can forget about it. The United States would really be toasted.
Well, they're going to electronically sign the MOU tomorrow, supposedly, and Trump has not backed up on it, and he has gotten the senators and stuff, and a lot of his MAGA folks up there in the Congress and stuff and everything, not to go against uh, him signing this memorandum of understanding, and they are trying now to um, cover it up and everything to make him look like it's okay and that he didn't surrender, but he has, and Iran understands that, and quietly and stuff, Ted, they have Pakistan, Iran, and United Arab and the countries and stuff have gotten, they hired them as psychiatrists. They had a psychiatrist to tell them how to deal with Trump. Seriously, they hired a psychiatrist. Yeah, I ain't shit. They hired a psychiatrist to tell them how to deal with it. Because the people in Iran know we crazy. There's something wrong with them. And their religion and stuff says that they can't deal with crazy people. That they have to treat them and stuff with respect. So if you talk about a religious war, that might be one of the things. Their religion told them that they can't. Anybody who is mentally ill, they have to deal with. Their religion tells them they have to deal with them in a special way. And they said that Trump is mentally ill.
Mm.
and they
And
know
here
it.
we got all our news people treating him like he's
He got all the sense in the world. I told you, Ted, if you look around the group there, they got people there who know that this man is mentally ill, but they won't do anything about it. Even the news people know he is mentally ill. They just there to get a story when he completely goes crazy or he goes nuts. That's all they're there for, to watch and see him. Anyway, brother, final word.
well, tomorrow's Sunday. I'm on people. We probably I got things I gotta do tomorrow. I'll see you Monday, unless he's gonna do a show by himself. He usually try to do that anyway. But you know, today is Saturday, and it's supposed to be a holy day. That's according to some of these religious people. But you know, to me, every day is a holy day. Every day is a righteous day. Every day you can do good.
Yeah.
And there's
So
a
you,
lot of people out there here that's doing good.
yep, a whole lot of them,
A whole lot of people.
a whole lot of them.
And I'm grateful for
Hmm. But there's even more who ain't doing good.
them. Yes.
There's even more who ain't doing good.
And how we, the money that we got, the money that we spend and waste is crazy. 40 trillion in debt.
And counting,
40 trillion.
and
And
counting.
they gonna put the big news, our first trillionaire.
40 trillion and counting.
And he got over a half a trillion or more from the United States. Well, God be with America because there's a lot of good people in this country. I pray that he be with us and have mercy because there's some people out there that have done some evil, wicked stuff here. And I hope he don't lump us into
Well, there's going to be a big celebration tomorrow, Ted. They're they're
it.
they're signing the MOU on Trump's birthday. He'll be 80 years old, and they already done rained down and pissed on Trump celebration for his birthday, and he mad as all get out, but he can't stop it. Ted, we are going to be in a position and stuff and everything to where we have, and we know we have a mentally ill person. How are we going to deal with him? I don't know. How are we going to deal with him once it becomes totally clear and the American news people and stuff tell most of the American people the man is mentally ill? Our news people will not come out and say it. You know, they approved, the Department of Justice approved that takeover of CNN, right?
Yep.
Yesterday, $100 billion. $100 billion.
Well, see, it ain't gonna be worse than what it is
They're gonna
already.
be worse than they're gonna be worse as all get out. They already done destroyed CBS. I mean, CBS is, you can damn near pour dirt on them now, close the coffin. And people are saying that that's what the man wants to do. He wants to shut them down. For some reason or another, he wants to shut CBS down and create something else out there.
You know,
Taking all of his,
CNN is the used to be the the world news station.
Yep, all over the world. First all over the world news station, international news. It had correspondents all over the world. Ted Turner, remember old Teddy boy?
Yeah,
Ted Turner from Atlanta, owner of the Atlanta Braves.
he gave $1 billion to the UN.
Hey,
He
how
married.
time has changed.
Hey, he married one of our sweethearts, Jane Fonda. He,
Yep,
he lived. He lived a good life.
yep. You know, girlfriend is damn near 90 years old now,
Yeah, she. Yeah.
and she's pissing on Trump's birthday party tomorrow. She
What
gonna
you
be out
gonna
there.
do?
She got a big celebration, man, going on there in New York City, buddy. She done got all the major actors and actresses and major people over there who gonna be on the stage with her tomorrow celebrating.
What?
Yeah. And they're gonna be celebrating all over the country. They say they got over 5,000 venues and stuff they're gonna be celebrating tomorrow.
Wow.
Yeah, she got it. She the one that got it started.
She's still in it.
Yeah, she got it going. She said she's doing this on Trump's birthday, and she gonna make sure that he can't celebrate. She gonna piss on his parade. See, and she said that people gonna be coming to watch her stuff. They gonna be in New York City. A big thing going on. She's gonna have people on the stage and stuff, man. Do all kind of people, man. Who? Oh shoot, she got you name them people who gonna be there. She got them to come. She said she don't want Trump to have nothing. He done screwed up this country so bad. Along with the humiliation of taking his name off the side of the Kennedy Center. What we gonna and that's why I said, what we gonna do with him? Once the news people in this country finally say he has a mental problem, what are we gonna do? I don't know. I'm pretty sure there's some people out there and stuff here right now who are already planning on his demise right now. They're making plans for his demise, what they're going to do, how they're going to take this country and stuff and do what they need to do with it. This is unheard of to have somebody be mentally ill in office. Never in the history of this country have we ever had this happen. What we going to do with him? He ain't dead. He hasn't resigned. What are we going to do with him?
Hey,
Think about that. Think about that.
okay, I ain't gonna say nothing. Okay, go ahead.
You think about that. What are we gonna do with him? Yeah. When the Constitution is, ain't nothing in the Constitution about him other than him dying in office and stuff like that. But he's still living. They had to hire a psychiatrist because he's mentally ill, and they know it. The people outside this country know it. He's mentally ill. We're going to deal with this. Think about it.
You
Think
got a
about it,
whole lot
money.
of people, man, that's mentally ill, bro.
Yeah, but think about it. But the president is mentally ill. What are we going to do? There's nothing in the Constitution that states what we're going to do with him. Nothing. And there's a whole lot of people there in Congress and stuff here is starting to realize this, that that man is mentally ill. They don't know what to do. And they've been following him, and they've been covering up for him, they've been doing everything. You heard it on this channel, people first. What are we gonna do with him? At least here in the United States, there are people outside this country, all these nations outside this country, they know he's mentally ill, and they don't know what, and they know what to do. So hopefully, once this MOU is signed, they're gonna quietly and stuff, with the mentally ill people, they're not gonna boast at all about what they done did with him because they don't want him to go off and say, we ain't gonna do nothing, because the American people haven't realized this, and the military hasn't realized this, and everybody there in the military, they gonna follow him. Whatever you say do, they're gonna follow him. He's the commander in chief.
Because you don't know what he'll do. He might break that thing
That's it.
2 weeks from now, a week from now.
Yep, yep, that's it. So they have to hire somebody who understands what to do with these people and what to say. I'm
Put him in
telling
a
you,
straitjacket.
Iran and everybody else in the world ain't gonna say a word because all of them are now consulting doctors to find out what they have to do. They can't say a whole lot. We're gonna be quiet. We're gonna just easily, quietly get this stuff done. Quietly, hopefully, contact people in the military and stuff, and tell them you need to get your chips and stuff out of there, and don't tell him. They probably already moving them out. We don't know about it because they ain't saying the word. And I guarantee you, Iran is not going to come forth and say anything about total surrender. Nothing. Ain't nobody over there going to say a word. They just going to just quietly just go about their business and ain't going to say nothing. This country is going to have to realize what the hell to do with him. All right, people, you heard it here. We'll see you guys on Monday. Bye bye.